I tutor students.
Excuse me, Dr. Karazi, can you please tell us who you're directing it to?
Actually, my question is two parts. Maybe one part Ed can answer, and the other part maybe one of the other candidates answer.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Can I just leave to them, whoever wants to answer?
Yes, please.
Yes, but I guess they'll split their time then.
Okay.
I'll be quick.
This is
We'll
good.
get everyone in. How's that?
Yeah. So I was just mentioning that I tutor students, and often I have students that are great, but I have also too many students that they come, they're so weak, especially in math. In fact, today I have a student who's graduated next year and he didn't know how to add fractions. So my question to you is, what are you planning to do, or any of you, to help those students that are many of them actually not as competent, as good as we like to be? And secondly, I know in our community there are a lot of educated people that they like to volunteer to tutor students. And so far, at least I don't know that we've taken advantage of those people, that they're willing to spend the time to help the students. So my question to you, Ed, is how many poor performance teachers in the last 3 years you have let go? For the others, the question that I have is that what are you going to do to address the needs of the students that they're not doing well? They're going to be graduating, but they can't add a fraction.
So I can't tell you exact number of teachers that are poorly performing that we're not continuing. I will say we're one of the top districts in the top 10 for highly performing teachers. I think that's important to know, and that's by a standardized rubric that's applied according to the state of New Jersey. So we don't have a ton of them, but when they're not good, we don't hesitate to get rid of them. It's not a ton, but we are moving on that. As a person who's a dyslexic, who stayed back in 2nd grade, I can tell you that not every subject is for every person. Reading and writing were a struggle for me, and that was something I needed extra support for. I've taught chemistry, and I can tell you some of my students were not really great at chemistry. When it came to dimensional analysis and math, they struggled, but they had skills in other areas that were dynamite. And so tutoring is one of those things that some things get you tripped up, and you need that extra help to catch up with others. And I think the work that you do is great. And I thought it's sort of a softball question from Alex, because we ran together 3 years ago, and we talked about expanding tutoring and bringing in more of the community into the schools. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten a program sufficiently established. I would like to do that. Part of it is getting other things in order first. You got to walk before you can run, but we would very much like to do that. We do have something called labs, where students that are needing extra help get pulled out, and they get that extra tutoring in school. And so we've added a lot of sections of those, and they've been really helpful. And students want to work their way out of them, but they also appreciate the extra time so that they can keep up with their peers. So that's what I can say about those points. Other folks?
So just to tap into your question, one of the things that you mentioned was individuals in the community and educated individuals in the community that work in the school system and that can help. So when I go to board meetings, I've talked to Ed a lot, I've talked to Dr. Ravalli a lot, I go to the meetings, I attend, I try to see what's going on. One of the things that I do not see a lot of is community engagement. And I don't think that's anything against the board, I just think that we need to figure out a way to re-engage the community, to have the community come out and be a part of what the board is doing. To that extent, I think it's important to figure out a way, not later, but now, in terms of how we can get the community involved and trying to come out and volunteer their time, especially if they want to volunteer their time to help students that need extra help. I strongly believe in the philosophy that it does take a village. So for me, when I look at everything, I want to make a difference from my house to your house, to my street, to the next street, neighborhood to neighborhood, bringing the whole community together. So looking for those individuals that want to help, we should be engaging them right now. If their service is there and they're willing to render that service, we need to figure out a way to try to get that to happen.
The next, I believe that